Hey there, and happy Friday. It's almost the weekend, and I don't know what you guys have planned. I think we're gonna hunker down. The weather here's looks like the wind's gonna pick up a little bit, and we are getting about a foot of snow all in a day. So it's like, you know what? Time to be home. My husband loves to go test the roads. So at noon today, we went out to McDonald's and grabbed lunch there with the grandkids and just to see what the roads were like. They weren't great, they weren't terrible, but it's good to be back home. I like being home when it's like this, being snuggled in. So let's see, I'm just gonna see if nope, my iPad hasn't caught up yet. And I see Brenda's here, and oh, I missed one. And I'm always afraid. And Ginger's here. I see that for sure. I'm always afraid to touch my screen in case I end up making me go away altogether. My internet has been off for a while too because of the storm. So I'm hoping that I can get that back on and post my card that I'm making today, all the details later, because I need my internet for that. Hi there, Kay. So here's today's card. I'm really excited to show you the Memories and More Heart and Home collection. Hi, Lois. Hi, Kay. And so I think nope, I'm still not there yet. But anyway, okay, I'll just keep talking. So when I was getting ready to type my tagline for today's video, I always do that before I go live, and it's Heart and Home, Memories and More, Cards and Envelopes. And so that was kind of a long title, but they're so cute, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So let me put down my iPad and get my camera turned around. I should see if I can show you a little glimpse of out my window here. So if I turn this around, you can see, some of you local here will go, yep, that's what my yard looks like too. So you can kind of see little puffs as the wind blows there out my window. So sometimes it's really pretty when I get to look out my window. The other day I showed you guys my beautiful sunset that we had, and today you're not going to see a sunset. It's just going to be blustery white. All right. So here we have the cute note card. So it is a note card size. Let me just grab quick a card. I'll grab yesterday's card so you can kind of see size-wise just the difference. The Memories and More have a larger size and a smaller size, and I'll show you both of those. So today I'm using the smaller size note card, and you can kind of see size-wise how that compares. You know, so it's the same size width-wise across the card, but it's not like you can fit two on a card, so it's kind of like a card and a half as far as going up that way. But a lot of times, you know, if I show you, I'm one that likes to have a comparison so I can see like how big is that size and like how does it compare. So that is the size there. Hi, Rosina. And before I get too far, where this is coming from in the mini catalog here, the mini catalog, if you go to pages 58 and 59, you'll see the Heart and Home, and that's been really popular with you guys. I just love the kind of homey, warm feeling that you get with working with these colors and these tones and such. So the sentiment, what a beautiful day for love, comes from Blessings of Home, and some of you have already ordered that. There's in the suite of products, Heart and Home suite, there's the Blessings of Home bundle, and then there's also the Honeybee Home bundle, which some of you have also got. So there's two bundles within the suite. Today I'm also using the Denim Ribbon. That's not available to order yet for about it looks like they're out, but coming in next week. And I'm using, again, these classic matte dots. Love them. And then the Heart and Home doilies. And then these are the envelopes. So sometimes you see that and go, like, what does that really look like in person? Well, today I will show you the Memories and More cards and envelopes. And these are the Memories and More Heart and Home Memories and More card packs. So these sometimes people will get and just stick these or adhere these on to these to make super quick and easy cards. So for those of you that are beginners and just kind of stumbling across my videos, you might go, that's what I need. I need something that I can just glue on, stick onto here, and have a card ready at the ready. So that sometimes works too. And then the pretty papers I'm not using today, you might look at these and go, okay, this kind of looks like some of that background paper that Belle had the other day, and it's not. This is the note card, and it comes pre-scored just like that and such. And so I'll put this down. I'll set my stamp set aside, and then I can make this card here for you. Hi there, Lisa, and hi, Brenda. And it looks like trying to see. Now I can finally pull up my video, and like I don't even know if I'll stay on as far as getting to see comments too, because I view those through my iPad, and if my internet goes out, then I'm sunk from seeing your videos, but I can still continue on with doing it because my phone's not on internet. Okay, so as a close-up then, when you order the Memories and More cards and envelopes, this is how it'll come. It'll come in like this shrink wrap package here, and then you'll get 10 of these cute envelopes. Look at how cute those are with the bees in there. So that's the envelope flap that goes down inside the envelope. So kind of a cinnamon cider color to that. And then this is that probably gray granite. I forgot to look at the exact color, but like I said, these are all pre-scored so that they're ready to fold, and that's what I'm making today's card out of. I don't know why, but I feel like this has a Cape Cod feel to it. That misty moonlight and striped, and if you look close you can see these are all scored too. So these are a little bit bigger card, and then the envelope to coordinate that too, that way. And so blank insides on both of them, and yet ready to decorate and make your own. So I thought, sometimes I look at the Memory and More, and I'm like, that's nothing too special. And then when I saw these, I'm like, these are just really cute. I just love the base card bases to work with. So I think that'll be fun. And today I've had a blast putting this together. So just starting with this, and I'm going to kind of maybe even come down a little bit closer with my camera level, and I'm actually going to sit down myself, put on my glasses, and kind of walk you through putting this together. So do you remember 2 days ago I used the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder, and I ran just Whisper White, or excuse me, I still want to call it Whisper White, you guys. Basic white. I ran that cardstock through here, and it has the well to cut as well, that heart out. And remember me saying, like, I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to have all these leftover hearts, and so someday I'll find a use for them. I didn't think someday would be 2 days later. So here is that heart. So the heart actually came from the die cut in the middle of that embossing folder. So that is where that comes from. And once again, that is the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder. It's not part of the suite of products where kind of everything else I'm using is. So we have that. So we're going to kind of build with that. And then in the Heart and Home suite of products are these great doilies. So Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, and Basic Gray. And they just come in a pack like so, 30 of them. So you'll get 10 of each color. And I was kind of debating between the gray, because that really coordinates. I'm actually using Misty Moonlight ink, so that's great, but I loved how the Cinnamon Cider really coordinated so well with the envelope and the flap. So because they all kind of matched, I'm like, well, let's go with the envelope and kind of tie that in. Otherwise, I feel like if I would have used one of these two colors and then the envelope, it kind of would have looked like it wasn't supposed to go together. And you guys know me, I want things to go together. That's the whole reason I joined Stampin' Up, is because I wanted things that coordinated without me having to do the guesswork of the coordinating. So with this, I'm just going to set aside the envelope for now and work on this note card. And for that, I'm just going to grab the Cinnamon Cider doily and go ahead and put my adhesive across there just on the middle so that none of it shows through the little dots. And I'm just going to kind of center that. And this is, you know, a perfect fit for the front of this note card here. And then I wanted to pull in some of that denim ribbon. Now this used to be in the catalog, so if it looks familiar to you guys, I think it was part of like a dinosaur suite. I loved it just because it was one of those ribbons I could get away with using for a guy card or a masculine type occasion without it looking like I was using frilly foo-foo ribbon. And so for this, it's kind of too thick for a smaller note card to make it look like I just want to wrap it around or do something. It's going to be like just too thick and too wide for that. But knowing I wanted to incorporate some blue into my card, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to take my adhesive and go now the opposite way across the center, and then I can stick my ribbon in here. So let me just cut off this little bit that's kind of just frayed. And then I just stick this down to go across like so. And then I just pull it back and press it into that adhesive. And then pull it back like so. Push it into the adhesive. And then I can just cut off this over here like so. So nothing fancy there like that. But just a neat way to incorporate some texture and color that way. And now before I put this on, I want to add some color. So if you see in my sample here, it looks blue and this starts out white. And it's just such a soft look because it almost reminds me of, I can't think of the technical artistic name of like paper mache maybe or something like that. That's what it reminds me of, just basic cardstock. So let me pull over my little scratch piece. You can see I've used blending brushes on this before, so I always have it at the ready to just get more ink on it. And I'm going to pull out my Misty Moonlight ink pad and my blending brush here, and let me just do kind of a counterclockwise like that with my blending brush. And I want it to be a soft look, so I'm always going to start off to the side here so I'm not getting too much ink. And then I can kind of give it a firmer press as I go over it. And I want to catch the edges too so that they get a little bit darker blue. And then you can kind of see that as I put more ink on, it's going to catch the tops of that floral design there. And if you want it to be darker, you can. Like I said, I want it soft, but yet I want the ink dark enough to really show off that beautiful design that is on the heart, especially because we're covering up some of that with the sentiment and such. So let me just kind of keep going over it a little bit firmer, and that's all that takes to just make that all now that Misty Moonlight blue color. And this I'm just going to pop up with some dimensionals, and this little note card comes together so quick and easy. And it's a, I say quick little note card, yes, quick, but little, I think because of what I'm adding on there, it doesn't make it look too teeny tiny either. And so sometimes what I hear most is like, I never have that card for a shower, you know, or wedding gift or something like that, where you're maybe at the event and you just want a little gift card to insert. And so this month I was like all about the theme of love, right? And so let's get out the sentiment that I want to use, and just a little strip of basic white cardstock. So the sentiment says, what a beautiful day for love. Like I said, if you're going to a wedding shower, something like that, or even the wedding itself, this would be the perfect sentiment for something like that. Don't you guys agree? And sometimes I think it's just fun to have sentiments like this. And then what I've seen throughout different things in the catalog is how they kind of paper piece different things together. And I've always like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to today. So what I'm just going to do is take the sentiment and kind of cut it apart. So just by eyeing it, I'm going to cut out the word beautiful and day in one strip here. Kind of don't want to get too close, but I want to make sure that there's kind of equal play around the for love, and just kind of trim that a little closer here. Oops, looks just a hair crooked. That's going to bother me. So I'm just going to try and get that evened up. Okay. And if you're like me, it's like How many people ran into trouble? I'm just going to keep snipping until it is more even, and then, yeah, and then pretty soon you are down to just hardly anything left because you just keep cutting to make it right, okay? Please say that that's happened to you. That's the whole reason I bought the banner punch, is because my banners weren't turning out the hottest. Okay, and then what gets its own little snip too. This one's turning out a lot better, I think. And the other thing that I'm noticing in the catalogs too is that it doesn't seem like they're always perfect. Like when they do the cutting apart, it just makes it look more homey and more crafty. And I think that's kind of fun too. The Beautiful Day, I want to pop up, even though this is popped up too. I don't think it's going to get too elevated. The Beautiful Day, I want that to really kind of have the showcase of the card. Oh, let's see. This is going to be a little too thick, you guys. So let me resort to, I think this is what I use when I put it together. You know, those little side pieces that I rave and brag about. This is going to be perfect. So let's just cut that about there and pull that off. And then that's going to fit directly across the back of that. There, now it's not too thick. And now we have a nice pop-up across the whole sentiment that says Beautiful Day. And I'm just going to center that there across my heart. I just love how pretty this is coming together, guys. Like, I knew what I wanted to do, and it just turned out better than what I expected, which is the opposite. Sometimes I have high hopes, and then it's like, oh, that didn't turn out like that. And please say that happens to you guys too. Unfortunately, like, it's not my goal for that to happen to you guys. Okay, now I'm just gonna put some adhesive on here, just my my seal adhesive, and the For Love is just gonna go down underneath, kind of off to the right side, and then the What is going to get that same adhesive on there, and that's gonna go above it off to the left side. So what a beautiful day for love. And like I said, this can be for a little gift card enclosure. It's not super tiny, but like for shower, wedding, something like that is what I had in mind. But I tell you, it could be anything. So now look how fun that is with the cinnamon cider doily going with the envelope flap there, coordinating with that. The inside on this, I'm going to leave blank so that, because it's a beautiful day for love, and I said, like, it could be wedding, it could be shower, things like that, or even something else. I'm going to leave this completely blank so that you can put your sentiment inside that you want, or just write your little note inside to go with it, and have that be very versatile by leaving it blank for you there. Oh, and Ginger, I ordered too soon. Well, you have time to do more ordering. There's always next month. Believe me, I know that. I say that to myself every month. It's like, I just ordered today too and went, oh, I should have waited like 2 hours because I saw something else that needed to be added to my own order. And so before I close too, I want to add some embellishment. And this is part of that, the suite of products, the classic matte dots. Basic gray dots here. Today I'm going to use the basic white. So there's basic white, very vanilla, basic gray, and basic black. And there's one large one and 2 smaller ones for each color in each row. So I'm just going to take, and with my take your pick tool here, take the one white one here, and then the 2 small ones go here and here, kind of up above the doily. And then that just adds a little bit more texture and just kind of fills in the card and makes it look really nice and full without overdoing it. So it's kind of fun using the size of a card because it's not a ton smaller than our cards, but to know, like, spacing wise, like how much is too much. And, you know, I feel like it is a fun full, but not a gaudy full for a little note card that way too. So like I said, blank inside, fun outside, and just tying together some blues and cinnamons with that fun kind kind of hardwood look there. And like I said, my favorite part is the coordinating envelope with the fun flap from the Memories and More. And so if you look in the annual catalog too, they usually will take a suite or two of different products and try and coordinate some Memories and More cards and envelopes. And just kind of a fun way to have something that's not all white and kind of just something fun and fresh to work with. So that is that. Hi, Amy. Hi, Fern. Oops. I'm gonna see here. There we go. There I am. I've kind of had my camera all different angles, and if you're just joining, I even showed the window out my craft room to show all the snow too. So that is card number 3. You'll get both the card and the envelope if you're ordering from me this month. To get the cards, either by placing an order of minimum $75 and using the host code to get the cards for free, or if you just say, hey, I want the cards for $25, you know, you still will get the card and the envelope. I want to let everybody know that because they kind of come as a set that way. So hopefully you guys have a good weekend. If you live in this area, snuggle in and maybe get a playlist of movies to watch or something like that too, or get out your card making supplies while you're watching movies and have double the fun too. So take care, and I will be back on Monday with card number 4, then it would be 4 out of 10, and continuing on this month with the theme of love. And so today was kind of fun because you think love and you think pink and red, and I surprised you with blue and cinnamon cider. And so that's what's going to be fun for me, kind of a challenge, is to tie in love with all sorts of different colors and themes and such, that it doesn't always look like Valentine's, even though some of it will be. So take care. See you guys Monday. Bye-bye.